Hello everybody, hello YouTube. This is Mike Williams. This is my very first video that I've done by myself. I have a couple videos up on YouTube that have been up there since like 2008 or something that were basically videos that I made from audio clips and stuff like that. But this is my first video, and I'd like to talk about something that, you know, I've been thinking about for a very long time. And by a very long time, a couple years. And so finally I'm going to speak about it. Back in the summer, late summer, early fall of 2007, my wife and I, we were still in Antioch, and the head guy, or he calls himself an apostle, he got up there and says, now some of you are going to leave this place, and basically 5 years down the road, that some of you are going to basically look back in and see that, wow, the last 5 years I really missed out on the move of God. Now that wasn't, you know, quote unquote, it was just verbatim of what was said to the people. And at the time I was very upset with that, you know, and rightly so, because that was an intimidation tactic basically used by false shepherds and wolves to try to keep people in their flocks. And I really didn't like that too much. And I bet you a lot of people that are outside of Antioch right now, if they would have heard that, they would have said the very same thing. But let me not be the judge of that. So let's talk about this. That was intimidation. Those were fear tactics used by a man that had to keep people by his side to support his vision. Because his vision was on par with God's vision. Or at least that's what was portrayed by the man when he spoke up there. These great things in Center County, the great this and the great that. But there was lacking truth in it. It just looked like a way for people to gain recognition. You know, just like the recent newspaper article done on this man. How great this guy is. Oh, he's a great man of God, great this. And it's real funny that the wicked are giving praises to this man. That's not a good sign. If he was really doing his job as an apostle, you know, if he really was one, he would be hated by the world. Okay? But this man's not hated by the world. He's received by the world. Okay? But I'll tell you one group of people he's not received by. He's not received by the remnant. And I know they always talked about the remnant down there at Antioch, that they were the remnant, and they're the chosen ones, and they have a certain DNA. You know, that's right, people. DNA that is different from all the other Christians. What a bunch of nonsense. That's total hogwash. It's just another ploy of the devil to try to bring division with God's people. And that's another funny word that they like to bring up. They always try to bring up, you don't need to bring division. We don't like divisive people. Well, here's a quick lesson in life. The majority of the time, the people that are barking about division so much and trying to squash division are the ones that are divisive themselves. Alright? So beware, everybody, when someone says that you don't want to bring division, you don't want to do this, you do this or do that. You might offend some people. Well, division is a very good thing. If it's godly division, then God's all for it. But if it's an ungodly division, God is not for that. He's not for ungodly division over the petty things of this world. But when it comes to truth, he did not say that he come to bring peace. He said he came to bring a sword. He came to divide out his people from amongst all the heathens of the world. You know, and some of those heathens might be in your own family. You know, I got a fair share in my family, and hey, that's just the way it is. But he came to bring a sword. And a lot of the people that left Antioch, I do believe that God divided them out with a sword. Now, whether they choose to proceed with him and go his way, that's neither here nor there. But he did take an action, and he got people out of there. And he still might get people out in the future. Now, I know a lot of you, like some of you down there, you have financial ties to this man and his organization that he calls a church. It's not a church. It's just a gathering of business people. That's all it is. And business is fine. There's a time for business. There's a time to play. There's a time to cry and a time to laugh. There's a time for everything. But when it comes to the truth of God, you don't mix business up in that, because that's where the corruption can set in. And when we see dollar signs hanging in the wall, hanging on the windows down there, so that everybody that drives by can see big, huge dollar signs. I don't know if they're 6 foot tall or what. It's neither here nor there. But when we see that, it's just a tall tale. It's a sign that you guys are off on the wrong track. You're following mammon. You're following the riches of this world. Alright? You're supposed to be hated of all men, not received of all men. What do you think the heathen see when they drive by your place? Oh man, they're motivational speakers too. Oh, they're going to teach me how to be successful. They're going to teach me how to be successful in this life. He who seeks to save his life shall lose it. And he who seeks to lose his life for my name's sake, meaning God, shall find it. I just don't see that down there. They're too busy trying to incorporate all the methodology and the culture into their church. And God has nothing to do with it. In fact, most of these churches do this too. They want to incorporate every wicked thing of the culture into the church and try to win people. Because they misunderstand the scripture. It says, I am all things to all men that I may win some. It has nothing to do with doing the things of the heathen. Okay? It has nothing to do with that. That needs to be read in context. A lot of people need to read that in context. But that's for another video. So, that's what's going on. That's what I've seen. And now I must say one thing. I gotta be quite honest. I did not leave on good terms. My wife and I are in a very bad place over that, and I left in an unrighteous way. I'll admit to that. That's in the past. My wife and I are still together. We're learning how to love each other. We're only, about 5 years into this. A little bit over 5 years. But some healing has taken place. Some healing will take place. Not all lives do fall apart when you leave this place. This place and this group of people, especially the people that are in high ranks down there, they're not the be-all and end-all. There's more to life than their vision. And I hope that some of you in there will actually see that. There's more to life than their vision. So, I'm going to leave you guys on that. I'm going to do plenty more videos whenever I have a chance. I've got a lot of things going on right now, with my schedule and everything. But hey, we'll see what happens here. So, hey, thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys soon.